Come join us here at the Cabaret. That's the Ray Stevens CabaRay and Showroom right here in West Nashville. We're easy to find at the Charlotte Avenue exit off I-40 West. It's the place in Nashville for a special entertainment and dining experience. There's great food, all your favorite wines and mixed drinks, a fun piano bar where you can sing along and dance. And there's the Ray Stevens Show, where I'll sing all my biggest hits with Nashville's best musicians and singers. So whether it's a special date night, entertaining friends and family, or you're just coming out to sing along in the piano bar, whatever your reason, the Cabaret is a fun place to enjoy a full night of entertainment. And the parking is free. So come see me, Ray Stevens, at the Cabaret. Call 615-327-4630 or go to RayStevensCabaRay.com. Make your plans now.
From the Ray Stevens Studios in the heart of Nashville's Music Row in Music City, USA. It's Ray Stevens CabaRay Nashville.
My heart keeps going back to Nashville. That's the only place for me. My love is waiting there in Nashville. Nashville, Tennessee.
With Ray's guest, Con Hunley. And the A-Team. It's a camel. No, it's a squirrel. No, it's Ray Stevens.
Thank you. The day we baptized old Stumpy Brown, the river was so full and fast, the old man nearly drowned. We never had a baptismal service of that kind. That day old Stumpy left much more than his old life behind. Now Stumpy Brown was a veteran of many a foreign war. He'd lived a rowdy life, never gave his heart to God before. But when he reached his 90s, that old heart grew tender. One stormy Sunday morning, he came forward and surrendered. Now the preacher said, "We'll baptize you next Sunday in the river." But Stumpy said, "Old as I am, Rev, it's gotta be now or never." Now the river was a torrent, and the preacher said, "Think about this again." But Stumpy grabbed him by the hands and said, "Come on, Rev, we're going in. Here we go." The day we baptized old Stumpy Brown, the river was so full and fast, the old man nearly drowned. We never had a baptismal service of that kind, and on that day old Stumpy left more than his whole life behind. Well, the preacher plunged him 'neath the flood, and a brand new man arose. But old Stumpy left more than his old man in that river, heaven knows. He left his uppers and his lowers, his checkbook, credit cards, yeah, a wad of bills and his arthritis pills and the keys to both his cars. Glasses, toupee, but the thing I most recall is waving back to his artificial arm as it went over the falls. Well, he paddled from the river and he knelt there on the bank. We thought it was to praise the Lord and to stop and offer thanks. Then he finally yelled, "Come help me! Are you gonna make me beg? Can't you see? I can't get up. I've lost my wooden leg." Oh, the day we baptized old Stumpy Brown, yeah, the river was so full and fast, old man nearly drowned. We'd never seen a baptismal service of that kind. That day old Stumpy left much more than his whole life behind. Thank you. Popular music had Sinatra, a great singer they called Old Blue Eyes. But we've got our own Old Blue Eyes right here in Nashville, and he's a great singer too. Ladies and gentlemen, Con Hunley.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you put the D on old Blue Eyes or
I just said,
O-L-E?
I didn't say D, did I?
Oh, I don't know. It seemed like you did.
Well, I was trying to say old,
old,
which has
okay.
no meaning at
I
all.
thought you said old. I'm just kidding.
No, I know you're only 24. I mean,
I could go back there.
we share a mutual friend, a great producer, Narro Wilson. Have you seen Narro lately?
I have. I went for quite a long time without doing any recording. And so I had an opportunity to get some songs from a friend of mine named Dean Dillon. And I called Norro up, whom I, hadn't worked with a number of years, and asked him if he would love to go in the studio. And from that time, we just started recording again. I've recorded probably 6 or 8 CDs, and I've seen him while I'm here this trip. In fact, he's in the audience out here. If we get
Is that him sitting over there?
Yeah, he's sitting back there. And
I thought that was a pool table. Well,
That's what
I
we sleep
recognize
on
him.
late at night, wasn't it, Nora? Yeah. Sleep on the pool table.
30 minutes to be time for my bed.
Well, listen, let me ask you something. Did the Ray Charles country album turn on any lights for you?
Yeah, I thought that was one of the best country albums I'd ever heard, and I've always been real partial to Ray Charles. He's always, to me, just sung from the very pits of his soul,
Oh, yeah. Well.
And that always really appealed to me, and it does with any and every artist. I like to feel it, and for those people who can deliver a song and a lyric and make you feel it, that's a big deal for me. It really is.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter the quality of your voice. I mean, quality is a relative thing, and it's subject to opinion, but
Yeah.
you don't have to have those pearly tones to really get to people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Rasp is sometimes really good, I think.
No, I do
And
too.
Ray Charles could do that.
Yeah.
He could do that raspy thing.
Over the years, and I'm sure you've probably been approached by a lot of people about do this song, do that song, do this song. Why don't you record this song? So, I've had that over a number of years, and I started putting a bunch of songs together that people had requested that I record over the years. And so a collection by request is sort of how it all came about.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
The name of the CD is A Collection by Request.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And there's a lot of different kinds of songs. Obviously, country songs like the country that I sing, which is kind of a little blues tinged. But there's some songs. I did a male version of Etta James, At Last, and it came off really well. And then there's 2 or 3 more that Nora brought to me, and one that escapes me right now. But anyway, it's a great old country song, and we kind of bluesed it up a little bit. It's terrific. I'm real proud of the CD.
When's it coming out?
It's out.
It must be just out.
A lot of great old songs on there. A lot of people.
Well, meanwhile, it seems that both of us were big fans of Ray Charles. Why don't we do one of Ray Charles' standards together? Can we do that?
I'd love to. I'd love to.
Here's one. I know it sounds like a James Bond song, but it's not.
Other arms reach out for me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still and peaceful dreams I see. The road leads back to you, Georgia. Oh, Georgia on my mind. Just that old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Yeah. I said Georgia. Oh, Georgia. The song of you comes as sweet and clear There's that old moonlight through the pine.
Other arms reach out for me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams, I see the road lead back to you.
Yeah, I said, Georgia,
Georgia,
sweet Georgia, oh, no peace, no peace I find.
no sweet song
Keeps
Georgia
Georgia on my mind. Just that old sweet song keeps Georgia, sweet Georgia on my mind. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Hi, this is Ray Stevens with some great news. My CabaRay gift shop has gone digital. You no longer have to drive to Tennessee to see all the stuff we have for you to enjoy and buy. Take your time and take a nice long look around at all the ball caps, t-shirts, monkeys and squirrels. We have keychains, cups, mouse pads, and books, CDs, DVDs, and so much more. Everything we have in the gift shop is now available to you here online. So fill up that shopping cart. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, here's Con Hunley.
Thank you so much. She's got that kiss on her lips. She's got the touch in her fingertips. She's so cool. She's got a good attitude. No matter how much I wish it were true, it just ain't you, baby. It's not her fault. She's got your wall. She can help it 'cause she talks that talk, just like you, baby, just like you used to do. No matter how much I wish it were true, she just ain't you. She ain't the first, won't be the last. She's got me living and loving in the past. Still got my mind playing tricks on me. Every girl I find has got you down to a T. She's got your swing, got that swing. Ain't it funny how it works out that way? I stay so confused. What am I gonna do? No matter how much I wish it were true, it just ain't you, baby. Oh, smoke ball. She ain't the first, won't be the last. She got me living and loving in the past. Still got my mind playing tricks on me. Every girl I find has got you down to a T. She's got that swing, got that swing. Ain't it funny how it works out that way? I stay so confused. What am I gonna do? No good. No matter how much I wish it were true, She just ain't you, baby. She ain't you. No matter how much I wish it were true, she just ain't you, baby. No, 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 no. She ain't you, baby. 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 Thank you so
Con
much.
Hunley! Oh, that was great, man.
I'm just so pleased to have been able to be on the show. I've always had great admiration for you. I've always thought you were just a musical genius.
Oh, my
I'm not kissing up. I'm telling you the truth. I'm like you. I don't say it if I don't mean it. And
Well,
I just want to tell you how much I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Well, I'm sure glad to have you, and I'm very flattered. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Whew. Con Hunley, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
I'm speechless right here. We'll be right back with more red music. Listen to this. Watch it. Watch this.
Great song.
I didn't know I could do that. Now comes Professor Cusick. That's Cusick. Rhymes with music. When it comes to music, Professor Cusick is the one who's in the know. Yeah.
This song was originally recorded by a Georgia native, Hal Coleman, under the name of Milton Crabapple. It was brought to the attention of Ray Stevens by his old friend and music business mentor, Bill Lowry, who published the song. Ray recorded it, and it was a popular part of his stage shows for years. It's an excellent example of comedy and social commentary.
I'd just like to say a few words about taxes. Now I pay another man to do my taxes. On account of that's just one more deduction I can take. But you know the mailman brought my W-2 this morning. Yeah, and this year they're taking a third of all I make. I'm just as patriotic as the next man. And you know I love that red, white, and blue. So I'm gonna help to pay this rising cost of freedom. But I'll be danged if I'm gonna change my point of view. Cause every time the bureaucrats run out of money, Congress sucks it to the working man. I don't think it's one bit funny how they take so much of our money and do things with it I don't understand. I don't know why they think they gotta squeeze us. But I tell you just exactly where I stand. I believe that 10% is good enough for Jesus. Well, it ought to be enough for Uncle Sam. Am I right? Oh, yeah. Now, some of these folks that we've been sending off to Congress think that all they gotta do is just spend and spend. You can't run a family, much less a country, with more money going out than coming in. Yeah, and that old debt just keeps on getting bigger. And we all gonna have to pay, so don't you laugh. Cause pretty soon we might just look down at our paycheck and figure out that they done started taking half. Cause every time the bureaucrats run out of money, Congress sucks it to the working man. I don't think it's one bit funny how they take so much of our money and do things with it I don't understand. I don't know why they think they gotta squeeze us. But I tell you just exactly where I stand. I believe if 10% is good enough for Jesus, well, it ought to be enough for Uncle Sam. I said if 10% is good enough for Jesus, well, it ought to be enough. You know, times are getting tough, and it ought to be enough for Uncle Sam. Yeah. Woo. A man is sitting in a pew, and at the end of the service, the pastor says, if anyone here has any needs of any kind, you can come forward now for prayer. And so this big guy gets up and walks down front and waits his turn. And finally the pastor said, and what's your need, brother? And the guy said, I need you to pray for my hearing. And immediately the pastor laid his hand on his head and then laid both hands over both his ears and prayed loud and long for the man's hearing to be restored. Then he stepped back and asked the man, now how's your hearing now? And the man said, I don't know, it's not till next Thursday down at the courthouse. Oh, me. I want to thank my guests and everyone for tuning in. Join us next week for more music and fun. Now let's dance ourselves out of here. Ma'am, would you dance with me? I'm looking at this pretty girl over here. And I'll help you get up here on the dance floor. Watch your step. I want you to hold the mic.
This program was recorded before a live audience in the Ray Stevens Studios in Nashville, Tennessee. Music City, USA. This is Bill Cody. We'll see you next time.
Come join us here at the CabaRay. That's the Ray Stevens CabaRay and Showroom right here in West Nashville. We're easy to find at the Charlotte Avenue exit off I-40 West. It's the place in Nashville for a special entertainment and dining experience. There's great food, all your favorite wines and mixed drinks, a fun piano bar where you can sing along and dance. And there's the Ray Stevens Show, where I'll sing all my biggest hits with Nashville's best musicians and singers. So whether it's a special date night, entertaining friends and family, or you're just coming out to sing along in the piano bar, whatever your reason, the CabaRay is a fun place to enjoy a full night of entertainment. And the parking is free. So come see me, Ray Stevens, at the CabaRay. Call 615-327-4630 or go to RayStevensCabaRay.com. Make your plans now.